What is the difference between Overwatch 2 and CSGO 2? Besides, well, the games themselves. CSGO 2 was a great success somehow, but Overwatch 2 was a great failure. Well, what's the difference and why is that the case? Well, it all comes down to one thing: marketing. You see, in the marketing business, it all depends on how you market your product and if it really truly comes out to be as good as it is. For example, if someone was to market Pokemon cards with the promise of every pack you get a EX and you get these cool shiny cards, and then you open the packs and you don't get them every pack, that's poor marketing and it'll probably fall off really fast because no one wants, well, to be lied to, frankly. But good marketing would be, hey, it's not guaranteed, but you might get a good EX, you might get a V, you might get something decent. It's just all up to luck. And that's how Pokemon cards are marketed. They're marketed as a chance. They're marketed as a card game with a chance of something good. And that's why Pokemon cards, besides their cool, catchy, flashy characters, are so popular. So, marketing, what is it with CSGO 2 and Overwatch 2? Oh god. Overwatch 2 was marketed with the promise of a PvE mode, new heroes, probably people just expected from a new game because it was marketed as a new game, new everything. The only thing that they actually promised us was going to be a PvE story mode, which they never actually fulfilled until more recently, but I mean that more recently fulfillment is kind of underwhelming. Everything else, though, about Overwatch 2 is the exact same in Overwatch 1. The graphics look almost identical, besides like the little character emblem at the bottom. The new characters are lackluster to say the least. They're usually overpowered for the first season, then they get nerfed, and then pushed on to another season, whatever. But let's stop talking for Overwatch for a second here. What about CSGO 2? CSGO 2 is the same game. It's CSGO 1. It's just marketed differently. You see, CS:GO 2 was marketed as a enhancement to the visuals and the great aspects of CS:GO 1. It wasn't promised as a new game. We weren't promised a PvE mode. We weren't promised anything new. We weren't promised anything that we weren't going to get or anything that would make the game better and then not delivered on. They just said that, hey, CS:GO 2 is basically CS:GO 1, but we're changing the number at the end and we're making the graphics better. Same game, same everything. You're still having your skins, you're still have all of that. Which was great. Overwatch 2, though, marketed itself as its own thing, and it came out as its own thing. CSGO 2 is still CSGO 1. They just updated the game, so now CSGO 1 is permanently gone, and in comes Counter-Strike 2. Overwatch 2 is its own game. It was separated from Overwatch 1, and then Overwatch 1 shut down after the release of Overwatch 2 for a free Battle Pass game. But I mean, that also could be very well the fall of Overwatch, getting free characters and a Battle Pass. No one likes Battle Passes. Screw off. Overwatch 2's failure comes in its marketing, for the most part, though. And if it isn't, it's for the lackluster in-game content. And if it's not lackluster, it's expensive as hell. Lackluster as in, there's the same skins from Overwatch 1. There's nothing new. And whenever the new stuff did come out, it wasn't that good. It honestly looked like something that would have came out of Overwatch 1. And that's not good. They are making skins to the old Overwatch skins over the new Overwatch skins that they quite literally just made for their new reboot. They were making skins that matched the old Genji instead of the new one that they had. They were making skins that just didn't fit with Overwatch 2. CSGO 2, on the other hand, it's still the same game. They don't have to run into that problem where they have to go back and remodel all the stuff and that. It was just a graphics update, really. And that's like the key reason behind CS:GO 2's success. It's not a failure because they didn't market it as something that was going to blow your minds away. They didn't market a capture the flag mode plus this epic team deathmatch, and then they also didn't market it as something that it's not. Overwatch 2 was marketed with. I'm going to keep saying marketed, and you're going to get annoyed with me. But Overwatch 2 was marketed with the promise of PvE, which a lot of people looked forward to, including myself. I like Overwatch. The characters are amazing. I have a stupid Reaper hat. It just didn't fulfill its promise until like the end of last year or something like that. I don't remember. I'll put it on screen right now. It did fulfill its promise. And then when it did, it was trash. It was horrible. It wasn't anything like what anyone thought. When people heard of PvE, we thought of a campaign where you go through with your Overwatch characters slaying hordes, kind of like zombies, but campaign. What came out was this crappy, unpolished reject. I don't have any gameplay of it because I just don't want to download the game. But yeah, that's quite literally all there is to it. Overwatch 2 failed because there was nothing to succeed on. Anyway, see ya.